Well, if you're like most families, it's time for your annual summer vacation. But have you figured out where you're going to go yet? Is it better to hit the road or hop on a flight to go abroad? Travel expert Mark Murphy here now to talk about the trends and the deals that you can still find.
My hot pick for summer travel, if you're going to Europe, Portugal. Put it at the top of your list for a variety of reasons. Number one, great destination. I've been there multiple times. Love Lisbon. Renting a car, going up the coast. Love Porto, just a beautiful, picturesque little town on the Douro River. Can't go wrong with Portugal just from that standpoint. But again, your dollar goes so far in Portugal. The strength of the dollar, the value for the dollar that you get there is stunning. It's cheaper to go to Portugal and stay there than it is in many cases to stay in your hometown here in the U.S. Now, with that said, how do you get there? TAP Air Portugal is adding tons of flights. They'll fly you right into Lisbon. They're flying out of Newark, D.C., Chicago, San Francisco. So plenty of options there. And the other thing that people keep forgetting about is Europe's very easy to get around. But one of the things they don't plan on is when they go to a place like Portugal, well, maybe they could do a Beyond because a company like TAP Air Portugal goes to 75 additional destinations. So you can tie together additional stops and really have an amazing vacation. But if you decide, you know what, I'm looking for beaches and water stuff and all of that, then I tell you, come to my town where I'm living today, Greater Fort Lauderdale. We call it the Beach and Beyond for a key reason. People think of the beaches, and they're fantastic, but there's so much more to do in Greater Fort Lauderdale. And right now, you can vacation like a VIP. That's a program that they're running with 11 resorts, value-added amenities, upgrades, you name it, and your dollar's going to go further there. And because of all the attractions, we've got something going on down there called BOGO, buy one, get one free, and that gives you attractions like go out and do an airboat tour, deep sea fishing, jet skiing, you name it. You can do all of these things and even check out museums while you're in town. So I love Greater Fort Lauderdale. It's where I choose to live right now, and you're going to love it as a vacation hotspot. Now, a lot of people are traveling with kids this summer, and you always want to educate your kids. Travel is one of the best ways to educate your kids, and Virginia is celebrating the 400th anniversary of the Commemoration American Evolution. What does that mean? It means there's going to be a ton of events all summer long, and so your kids will get a living history of the nation's history. They'll see these reenactments in places like Williamsburg, but you also have theme parks and water parks and beaches and all these other things to do. So you really can't go wrong with Virginia when you're a family. And to be frank, I'll be there with my wife in a couple of weeks enjoying Virginia Beach. So again, it doesn't have to be just families. It can be anybody. Now, a lot of people have been asking me because of the news, what should they do about protecting themselves when they travel? The best thing you can do to protect yourself and have peace of mind when you travel is buy travel insurance. Now, I have reporters that travel all over the world. We use a company called Allianz Global Assistance, and we use them for a very clear reason. We travel a lot. Things can happen. We see it. We want to make sure we have peace of mind for our employees and our company, and they deliver. And in fact, they deliver so much that the Travie Awards, which is the Oscars of the travel industry, has voted them gold, which is #1 every year since the award came out. So you can't go wrong with Allianz Global Assistance, protecting your travels. It's a very small percentage of the cost of your trip. Buy it when you're buying your vacation, because a lot of people will put it off, and then they'll forget about it, and then something will happen on their trip, and they'll go, oh, I wish I had it. And then the last thing you got to look at is all this information I just gave you. That's a lot of information. How do you get it and digest it? Well, you simply go to travelpulse.com/summer. Again, travelpulse.com/summer, and that information's there along with links to many of the places I just mentioned.